everyone, this is Paranoid and this is your daily news. Evony released some new changes, some new events in general that I wanted to go over with you guys. So let's take a look at the new general first of all. It's Harald III, and he seems like a hybrid between ranged and ground, mostly ranged focused. So his special skill is attack range, troops attack range by 30% increased, and ground troops defense increased by 25%. So it's a bit of a hybrid, but if you look here at the four specialities, then you'll see it's mainly focused to ranged and some enemy debuff. Is this a good general? It's a decent general. He's not going to replace your strong ranged and ground generals. He's not going to replace your Electra or your Simeon or your Elise. He's not going to replace them just because he's not focused. He's not strong enough for any specific role. So if you have a ranged general, his total stats are going to be about 120 to attack. And this one is going to have a total of 30 from the main special skill to attack, and then another 40 from the four specialities. So he's going to have 70 bonus to range attack. And when you're rallying or just attacking, you want a higher percentage of attack to range. That's what's important. So he's like a jack of all trades but master of none, and that's why he's not as good. It's nice to have like the enemy debuff, but many times you're gonna be maxed on some of the enemy debuffs. Like you might be maxed on the siege debuff anyways and the ground attack debuff anyways. He's nice. He's definitely nice for new players, but he's not your top tier ranged general. But he's still very nice if you're new and you get him. Go ahead and use him, but I wouldn't invest my ruin stones to unlock his specialities. And they have a couple new events: the Easter egg event, the gathering troops event, which we know, the consumption event for speed ups, and the Tyche Wheel of Fortune came back for us, and it's a really good event. So let me get through the small events real quick, the ones that are less important in my opinion. You have the Easter eggs event. Basically, you can see statues on the world map, and you just go and grab them and you get some rewards. And in my opinion, the rewards are pretty awful. I just collected a few just to show you guys. This is the level 1 reward, and you basically get nothing useful. I wouldn't even spend time collecting the level 1 Easter. So let's open it up, and we get a research stone, which is pretty good, and a green materials chest. And the level 2 Easter egg is gonna give you one of these rewards. Nothing special. Like, I would need 200 of these packs just to refine an item once, and it's just not worthwhile for me to collect 200 Easter eggs so I can refine once. It's not worth the effort I put into it. So I'm probably not going to collect these either. It might be good for completely new players. And the level 3, again, 1 refining stone, 1 research stone, a 30-minute speed up. The only thing that it's maybe a little bit good here is the purple large material chest, in my opinion. But a 30-minute speed up, you can kill the Cerberus and get like 70 hours of speed ups, and here you're wasting time just to get a 30-minute speed up. So it's practically useless in my opinion. But it's a nice attempt from Evony. They're trying new things. And the new gear, they released new gear, and this civilization gear is excellent. It's top of the line for in-city defense. It's just, you're not going to get better gear than this, and it's extremely good if you plan to defend, which means if you're like over 1 billion, or I don't know how big you are and you want to try to defend. I'm 500 million, so I'm not worried about this gear because I can barely defend a solo march, let alone a rally. But it is the best in-city defense gear that you're ever going to find, and I feel it's a lot better than the other gear that they released. Like, I feel it's a lot better than this gear, and maybe even better than I feel it's much better than this gear, the Furinkazan set, which it's pretty decent for ground generals. And the same with the plant engine. I feel this is the best gear that they released so far for defense. Unfortunately, defense is not the big factor in the game. The big factor is offense. So the plant engine gear and the other gear is very important. Excellent gear. Anyways, it's excellent gear. And let's take a look at the events. Obviously, you have the consuming event. Again, spend your gems now if you need to refine your generals or your dragons and so on. Speed ups. If you have any buildings ongoing, I always save some buildings. Then I'd use my speed ups now. And research also. Do your research right now. You have research in the academy that you can do for days and years. So this is a good time to use your common speed ups. Make sure you use common speed ups when you speed up your research and not your academy or your research speed ups. Use your common speed ups and get rewards from this event because the rewards are really good. Yeah, and the important thing that I wanted to talk about today is the Tyche Wheel of Fortune. They're giving out the ring scroll, the plant engine ring, which is an excellent ring for a ranged general, and the plant engine golden bow, probably the best item in the game in my opinion. The bonuses on the golden bow are insane, and everyone who has a ranged general needs to have this item. It's something that you have to have, and they're pretty much almost giving it out for free here. Unfortunately, you're still gonna have to pay some money to get this item, and I'll explain why. Last video I made about the Tyche Wheel of Fortune, I said you're limited to earning 200 coins per day, and you earn 200 coins per day from farming monsters. You can get probably another 50 or 100 from farming tiles, but from killing monsters and boss monsters, you are limited to gaining 200 coins per day. I checked it out again today just to make sure, and from the start of the day, I tagged every boss monster that gave me lucky coins, and the base drop is 5 coins, but if you get the double drop, you're gonna get 10 coins. Any monster can drop it, even if it's the thief or just a regular monster or a boss monster. Boss monsters have a much better drop rate than regular monsters. As you can see here, I find a bunch of regular monsters and only one drops it. But as soon as I start doing boss monsters, there's a much higher drop rate. And I just checked again, and you can see I'm getting a lot of drops at the start, and at some point I'm just not gonna get any more drops. Right about here, I think the level 5 werewolf might be my last drop, and you're not gonna get any more drops. They have a cap on it that they don't officially state, but you are limited to earning 200 coins per day from farming monsters. That's 20 spins, which is really nice. And you can probably earn a little bit more from farming tiles, so go ahead and farm some tiles as well. And you can buy from the shop. You can go to the shop. I already bought it, but I'm remaking the video because I didn't have a good video on the first one, so I already bought it here. It's 10 packs of 10 lucky coins, so it's total 100 coins, which basically means 10 spins. You're spending 1,000 gems for one spin, and that's always a good trade because the rewards here are worth at least 1,000 gems. The advanced route march is 1,000 gems, and this is much more than 1,000 gems, the 100 refining stones. And even the resources are probably worth 1,000 gems, and the speed ups, let alone the scroll fragments, which are probably, you could evaluate them to like 20,000 or 30,000 gems per fragment. So really good rewards. Even if you don't get the fragment, it's still worth to buy the coins at the shop, the 10 lucky coins that you can buy and spend them here. So the event ends in 12 days, and if you buy coins in the shop and farm them from monsters and maybe get a few from tiles, you can earn about, let's say, 350 lucky coins per day, which is 35 spins. And if you have 35 spins per day times 12 days, you're gonna get about to 420 spins. And you need to get 500 spins just to get the really good rewards from the 10 fragments of each item. And at the start, you're gonna get another 5 of each. So you can get a total of 15 fragments each just from the spins. Like I said in my previous video, you need to spend about, in my opinion, about 900 or 1,000 times to complete both fragments, to complete both scrolls, because it takes about 30 spins, if I'm not mistaken, 20 or 30 spins to get a fragment. You're gonna get a higher chance to get the ring fragment than the bow fragment, but overall you're gonna need 1,000, maybe even more, maybe 1,200 spins to get the completed item. And you want to get the completed item this event, because you don't know when the Tyche Wheel of Fortune is going to give you the golden bow fragment again. And just by playing free to play, you're only going to get about 400 spins or 500 spins, and you do need, unfortunately, you need about 1,000 or 1,200 spins, depends on how lucky you are. So I think it's worth it. It's an excellent drop, and try to get as many spins as you can. If you don't want to invest, then at least try to get the ring scroll, and definitely try to reach the 500 spins at the very least. Excellent event from Evony. I really like it. It's one of their better events, and the consumption event is really good. And yeah, the normal events that we always have, the Arctic Barbarians, the Crazy Eggs is really good. Always use it. Always try to get the hammers, even if you need to buy them. The rewards are really good, in my opinion. And that's it. That's it for today. I think I covered everything I wanted. The Tyche Wheel of Fortune, they did make a change, and they told you when it's going to end, because last time they didn't specify when the event ends, and everyone was a little bit cautious. Is it going to end in a month? Is it going to end tomorrow? So they did change it. And yep, that's it, guys. Have a good week.